Hello. I'm not very good at videos, but I'll keep it short and sweet. My sister needs a car. So I'm starting this GoFundMe page. I've never done it before, but there's no one more deserving than her, in my opinion, because she has literally saved my life. Since I was very young, she's always been there for me. I've been in and out of hospitals since I can remember. Um, when the doctors told my mom there was no hope, my sister said, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with my sister. She's gonna be fine. She's gonna be okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with her." And that motivated me to keep going and to keep fighting and to not give up. Um, in middle school, I started having blackouts, and then I ended up, you know, in and out of the hospital. And she stood by my side, like, no one's gonna tell me there's something wrong with my sister. She gave me that little, hmm, she's gonna be okay attitude. She wasn't giving up on me. Um, so I started having migraines again with the blackouts, and then no one could find out what's wrong with me. Nobody could find out what's wrong with me. All she would do is just anything and everything to get me to not be in pain, to just forget about it. Like, it's okay, it's okay, you know. I remember like one time, um, one of my surgeries, my first foot surgery, and they were pulling the staples out, and I didn't know they were gonna have to pull the staples out because little old me, I'm like, okay, whatever, it's just a surgery. Oh, we gotta get your staples out. I'm gonna feel this. Well, yeah. So while they were getting ready to pull the staples out, she comes to me, to my face, and she pops a bump. I'm like, what? You know, I was kind of upset. She's like, well, I didn't know what else to do to distract you from the pain. So when they got ready to do it, I just did what I thought, was best. And I thought to remove your focus. Like, if you get pain somewhere else, you won't feel it, you know. And she was right. Temporarily, I did not, I didn't know they were done pulling my, staples out. But she just, sad but true. Like, who thinks of that? That's amazing, and it worked. But fast forward, I had two brain surgeries and two surgeries on my feet, and then one on my right hand. And when I say I never spent the day in a hospital alone, and that's because she was there. I never missed an appointment. Probably got there late a lot of times, but I never missed my appointments. And when I came home, she made sure I had food. She made sure that I got my baths when I couldn't bathe myself, when I couldn't walk to the bathroom. She held my hand and got me there. When I had to shower with the chair, she made sure the chair was stable. Like, she's amazing. And I couldn't ask for a better sister. She gets on my nerves sometimes, but I could not ask for a better sister. And a few years ago, she totaled her car. That phone call was one of the worst calls I've ever gotten, to say, your sister's in an accident, the car is totaled. I'm like, I don't care about the car. Is my sister okay? Like, I don't. And even this car we were sharing, because I was out of work, and we wouldn't, share on the bills and stuff to make everything work, because my sister, she's a single mom. And then me being in and out of work and with all these appointments, I need a car, and we couldn't individually afford a car, so we went half and were, making the payments together and making everything work. But then when she totaled the car, it was like, crap, like, what are we gonna do? So by this time, I'm like, okay, I'll just go ahead and put a car in my name, and we can go half again. But we didn't know, like, all of the issues with the car insurance and the bank, and now it's like a big thing as to who owes what. It's like, are you kidding me? We had insurance, we had gap insurance, we had car insurance, and basically just screwed her over. So now I get a car, and like the first couple months, I'm like, okay, we can just go half and make it work. But then I thought, okay, well, I'll just pay for the car, and then that way you can get your own car. But it's like bills keep piling up. Like it's not one thing, it's another. Oh, school clothes coming up for a year. Oh, now we have to pay for this bill. Now we have to pay for that bill. And it's like constantly piling up, so it's never enough money to save, for a down payment or for a monthly payment. Like, can I afford this or can I afford that? So we decided to downsize. So the three of us was in a one bedroom apartment until she could get enough money, to get her own apartment. So it's like, okay, do I get a car or an apartment? So we still were sharing a car. She got the apartment, but we still was sharing a car. She works. I don't know, a lot of people not from here, but she basically works on the opposite side of the city than where I work. Like she works in Pittsburgh, I work in Greece, and then my niece goes to school. So it's like really hard when our schedules don't add, doesn't match. But it's like you kind of got to take what you can get when it comes to jobs. And the buses don't run out to either of our jobs regularly, so it's very difficult to share a car. It's like somebody has to get dropped off extra early or picked up extra late, and it takes away from time that we could, be spending with my niece because she's number one. And we tried everything. We lived next door to each other to try to get get it more suitable for us sharing a car. It's just not working, and we need help. So if anybody can, whatever you can do, um, it's appreciated and will not go to waste because she needs a car. We need a car. Um, and I said, just I know I'm here because God, and pray for us, and if you can help us, please do. Thank you for your time.